Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. We have a lot to get to today. We have some college football, mayhem, firings all over the place. The Sixers are exceeding expectations. The Eagles are figuring things out, and a whole lot more. We got some good bets for you. We got some good picks for you. We got a lot to recap, so make sure you tune in. And that starts now. Dude, how are we doing on this fine Tuesday evening?
We are back. Sports Equinox, came
We
yesterday,
yes.
Monday, when this gets posted on Wednesday. But yeah, we're back. Sports are here.
Sports are here every night. There's something to watch, which is great because I feel like I have no TV shows to watch, nothing entertainment wise. It's perfect. Get some live sports on. There was stuff on till 4 a.m. last night. The World Series went 18 innings. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, 18 strong.
18 strong innings, that is for sure. We missed a lot, including I think the Phillies' demise. I think we recorded right before the end of their last game, and we don't really have to talk about that. But a lot's happened since we've been here last. A lot of Eagles drama, a lot of college football drama. But let's start with the Equinox, like you said, Davis. Let's start with the World Series. Last night they went 18 innings. I couldn't really last past, what was it, like 12? I tried, but it was also not the best baseball. Like, there's a couple of good plays I saw in the last 9 innings, but it was tired guys making tired plays. But this dude, Shohei Ohtani, 4 extra base hits. They also walked him 3 or 4 times in a row. This dude is insane. He had 2 home runs last night as well. Oh, and by the way, he's going to start tonight in Game 4, right?
Yeah. It's just absurd. I mean, you're getting into Barry Bonds territory at the plate when John Schneider, the coach of the Blue Jays, just says, you know what? Even with guy on base, screw it. We're just going to put a Shohei Ohtani on. We don't want him to beat us. And guess what? He didn't technically beat the Blue Jays last night. Freddie Freeman did at the end of the game. But now Shohei Ohtani gets to take the bum tonight and lead off, just his normal type of thing. Last time we saw him pitch, was it the last time he pitched? He had 12 strikeouts and hit 3 home runs. Maybe the greatest baseball performance of all time. This is probably a pretty close second here. Intentionally walked him 4 times in a row. Like you said, 4 extra base hits. This guy is just a menace. 12 total bases. This series is just purely dominated by the stars right now with, Vlad Guerrero Jr. is playing well. Alejandro Kirk is just playing absurd baseball right now, and then Shohei Ohtani. But quick shout out real quick. The loser of last night's baseball game, Brandon Little, Conestoga alum. So just wanted to give a quick shout out to the losing pitcher.
A lot of PA connections from the Blue Jays. Their manager is from Allentown. Brandon Little from Conestoga High School, around the corner from us. And then there's another one.
Trey Savage went to.
Yeah, Trey Savage. Yep. A lot of PA connections. So, I kind of rooting for the Blue Jays, but any Phillies fan over the age of 40 is probably not rooting for the Blue Jays. This is, a Phillies fan's nightmare over the age of 40 if you watch the 1992 World Series. So, yeah, it's been a great series, though. That was an instant classic game. Let's go in counterclockwise if you're watching on YouTube. Let's just get a little hockey in. Just because he said Sports Equinox, we got to include something of everything. So, Sidney Crosby last night, 1,700 points. He's up to 9th on the all-time NHL list. Just give him his props. Yep. Legend. And then also a little hockey right now. The Flyers and Penguins are tired after 1 period, 1-1. So, little battle for PA. But I hope that this is a matchup in the playoffs. Never forget them in 2012. And I love watching these two teams square off. I'll probably watch after this recording but
Yeah.
little hockey.
Yeah, hockey's been interesting. It's definitely taking a back seat with the NBA right now. I feel like
Yeah,
there's a lot going on with the NBA on the
yeah,
court and off the court. But
yep.
hockey's been interesting, and we're seeing a team in the Utah Mammoth. Currently, probably the best team
Sweet
in hockey
jerseys.
so far. The Canadians are playing well, and the Flyers are sitting outside of the playoff spot, as we probably could have expected. Matt
2 weeks
Michkov
in.
is not playing up the standards right now for the Flyers. But hockey's back, and it's nice. Just like you said, you get home from work, 7 o'clock rolls around, you've got dinner in your hand, and you can turn on TNT, whatever game's on, and
Yeah, I
just
think this
chill
Flyers game
out and
starts
watch.
at 6 too, which is great. I
Yeah,
love a 6 o'clock Flyers game. Love
yeah,
that.
it's Frozen Frenzy, and the NHL does it on Tuesdays.
It's their red zone alternative. I've tried
Yeah,
it. It's okay.
basically.
It's okay. It's worth a watch if you got nothing on. And
Yep.
then last night as well, a lot going on last night. Travis Kelce tied the Chiefs. I'm reading off the paper like Ron Burgundy, but he tied the Chiefs touchdown record. That's actually, I think he tied it with Priest Holmes, legend Priest Holmes back in the day. But just wanted to give Travis Kelce's flowers because everyone has been, pulling his chain, and rightfully so, about the Taylor Swift stuff. But still a great player, all-time player. And then the Chiefs kicked the crap out of the Commanders last night without Jane Daniels, which isn't really surprising. Anything else from that game?
Yeah, the Chiefs are back. I mean,
Yeah,
seriously,
they're
they
Yep.
sit now 5-3, and they're looking in a prime position after kind of faltering earlier in the year. People kind of forgot Patrick Mahomes, and he did what he had to do.
Best
Pacheco
fantasy
and
quarterback
Hunt,
right now.
yeah. Pacheco and Hunt both look good on the ground. Rasheed Rice is
Yep.
back, just going full speed, on and off the field, apparently. I'm excited to see what the AFC is going to turn out to look like, and we can talk about it once we look at the look ahead here towards the end of the podcast. But the AFC is looking a little wild right now with the Ravens 2-5, but still they are odds-on favorite to win their division. You've got the Colts at 7-1, I believe. Just playing. Jonathan Taylor is just playing maybe the best football we've seen from a running back since last year, Saquon Barkley. So we'll see what happens with the AFC, but we'll get there on the look ahead.
Yeah, that division is going to be tough anyway, the Chiefs division. But lastly, and not least, Davis, the Sixers off to a great start. They're 3-0, and I mean, what Maxi's had 44, 35, and then 43 last night, or something like that.
He's averaging 34.
Yeah, he's averaging 34 points right now. Looks insane. I mean, Maxey has taken a leap where it's clear he's the best player on the team right now. We should be looking to build around him because the other young player, VJ Valdez Jr. at Edgecombe, the Bahamian prince himself, he's so good. It's like, it's ridiculous. A top 3 pick has had the first 3 games he had. His first game he had 34 points. Second game, I think he had 14. And last night he had 26. Or was it more?
Something sounds about right.
Yeah. So I mean, Jesus, man, it's so impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I tried coming into this year, and we were chatting behind the scenes before our opener against the Celtics that I'm going to take a different mindset. And the Sixers this year, I'm going to get rid of all the negative media about Embiid out of my head. And Embiid looked terrible in the first 5 minutes of the year. He didn't jump in that first game, so that was a little understandable. Again, coming into it with a clear mind, I'm like, you know what? Just let's get everybody else involved. And guess what? In that 5 minutes, I think we both realized that VJ Edgecombe was the correct pick. And I hate being the person to say that 5 minutes into a career. But I mean, he looked like a dog. He was shooting the lights out. He was finishing. He was crossing people up. I mean, this is a guy, if he seriously, in baseball terms, can be like a 5-tool guy. He can play defense. He's an inside scorer. He's an outside scorer. He can
dribble. He makes space for himself. He looks awesome.
I mean, he clearly is becoming a top rookie by dropping from 14-1 in the Rookie of the Year odds, and now he's sitting below 2-1. I mean, right there with Cooper Flagg. So I think that this guy, it's clear in these first 3 games that he may have been the correct pick. We're gonna have to see down the road if he was the correct pick. But
I mean, that draft class looks loaded right now. It's gonna be tough to win that Rookie of the Year.
this pod's going to be dropped tomorrow, but the Sixers play the Wizards tonight, and they're favored. If Embiid's playing again, if the Sixers can win tonight, I believe we are going to be the only 4-0 team in the East, sitting on top. I mean, who would have thought
Chicago
that
doesn't play
coming into the
tonight, I
year?
guess.
Yeah. We're tied three wins, no losses with Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, just a great start. And then, let's not forget Jared McCain out for another week or so. Same with Paul George. Who knows? I haven't heard an update on him at all, so who knows when he'll be back. But, I mean, they're going to get 2 great players back. I want to quick shout out Quentin Grimes. He's looked great so far. I mean, Adem Bona has looked good. They've done really well on the fringes. And Davis, we may or may not have put a little future on the Sixers to win the championship last week. I mean, the odds were so juicy. And then, it was one of those bets. I think I got 35-1 where you're like, it's just fun. It's my team. I want to see them win. I want to profit. But, I feel good about this immediately. The East is wide open. The Pacers have actually looked pretty decent, but they're 0-3. The Celtics have looked pretty decent, but they're 1-4. I mean, it's going to be tough. We'll see who comes out to battle. But I'm really excited to watch the Sixers every night. I'm excited to watch VJ and Maxey. And, I mean, anything that we get from Embiid is just dessert. Everybody needs to remember that. This is not the same Sixers team as the last couple of years. I know we sound delusional, but it's not, right? Right?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that opener with Embiid where he only scored
he looked good in the second game against the Hornets. He did.
That's what I'm saying. He 20 minutes, 20 points in the second game. That's all we need from him. I hope he plays this 20-24 minute role every game because we need him healthy in April.
Agreed.
May.
He's not happy about it, by the way, but
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. You gotta be a team first player, and Paul George is. Yeah, seriously. So that was a great sports Equinox night last night. It felt like a true Sunday night with so much to deal with. I didn't even watch Monday Night Raw last night, Davis. That's how crazy it was.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Isn't that nuts?
It's pretty nuts.
I know. So, crazy Monday night in sports. Let's get to our games of the week, though, and set up the following week. Davis, I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, I think mine was pretty obvious when it comes to an NFL standpoint, and with the college football slate not being fantastic other than your pick, I took the Chiefs and the Bills. AFC Championship rematch of multiple times in the past few years. It's going to be in Buffalo. It's, this is a very sticky spot for the Buffalo Bills because the Chiefs, as I said, are rolling right now. I kind of like the Chiefs to win this game, to be honest. But anything can happen in Buffalo, as we saw in week 1 earlier this year, where Buffalo came back from a 15-point deficit in 3 minutes and ended up beating the Ravens.
A lot has changed for the Ravens since then. Holy crap.
Well, a lot has changed for the Ravens, 2-5 now. But I think this is going to be an amazing game. I cannot wait to watch it. And with 2 probable Hall of Fame quarterbacks behind the helm, this is 100% my game of the week.
Yeah, that game could mean a lot down the stretch, and it could also propel the Bills to make some moves. I know that we're coming up on the NFL trade deadline soon, and if they lose that game, I mean, they're going to be looking for a receiver. They're going to be looking for a lot of help. But that's a huge game in the AFC. Everybody's been noticing that the Chiefs are starting to look like the Chiefs were 3 years ago, which is crazy because they've won 3 Super Bowls since. But they are entering a mode that it's we haven't seen yet. Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, I mean, 2 super weapons, and they're only getting stronger. And Travis Kelce's falling down the list on odds every week, and you're he has 3 touchdowns already. The guy's a baller. The Chiefs look good. Really agree. That's definitely an NFL game of the week. But my game of the week, let's go to college football. Vandy and Texas. Now you're probably saying to yourself, Texas, Ethan, what are you doing? Texas, Arch Manning sucks. He's a bust. Wrong. He's not a bust. People have been on this guy's ass all year because he didn't come out and he didn't play like Caleb Williams in the Heisman year. He hasn't looked like, freaking Jesus in his prime. He hasn't. He's shown bumps and bruises. He's shown that he's human. But the Longhorns are 6-2, and they had a huge win last weekend against Mississippi State. Granted, should they have gone to double overtime with Mississippi State? Absolutely freaking not. but they still did, and they won. That's a sign of a decent team, a good team that can go into those battles and win. And they're only 6-2. Now, are they playing Vandy, who's arguably the hottest team in college football right now? Yeah, they are. Diego Pavia, one of the best players in college football right now. Yeah. But if Texas can win, everybody's going to look so dumb. This could really screw some people up because everybody wanted to jump on the Longhorns. Everybody wanted to dig their grave. Everybody wanted to look like I was right. I knew everything. When Texas wins this game, this could screw up a lot of things for the playoffs. And then also there's rumors that Sark might go to the NFL. There's rumors that the Vandy coach, Clark Lee, might leave Vandy for a really good job. This coaching carousel is going to make a lot of interesting things happen. And this is a game that could really screw people's predictions up, Davis.
Wow, Ethan. Let's give you a quick round of applause. Vanderbilt's going to win this game. They have the best quarterback on the field in Diego Pavia, an absolute dog and just a gamer. He is the type of guy that's going to win a game.
I didn't say Texas was going to win. Agreed. I implied it.
Not a bust. Arch Manning is not. I agree.
No, he's not.
We can't be saying that this early, but I do think this Vanderbilt team, on paper, on the field, 22 up, 22 strong, are the better team than this Texas team. And I don't think there's any
defense better. That Texas defense, like, come on.
I don't know. The Texas defense has been good, but I don't know, Ethan. I could see this being low scoring. Give me Vandy in a 20-17 bout in Austin.
By the way, Texas is favored, so that's kind of
Texas is favored
pick. That's a very
100%.
good pick, but that could be a really fun game. Lot on the line for both squads, both athletic departments, a lot on the line money-wise, potentially. So It should be a really, really excellent game. I was going to pick another game at 12 o'clock, but this will transition well. No reason to watch it. Go ahead. I'll let you take it away.
Oh, man. Well, at least Penn State now comes out in third for the biggest buyout of all time. And James Franklin, as we like to call him, Jimmy Franklin, is now sitting on College Game Day as a guest, pleading his case to the world why he should be coaching in college football again. Brian Kelly, on the other hand, will be needing to pick up a new accent for wherever he goes next, which my guess would be the Shanghai Sharks, because I don't think anybody should be hiring this guy. He's been a loser everywhere he's stepped in his professional coaching career. LSU is in shambles right now after a devastating loss to Texas A&M, who, by the way, is legit. Marcel Reed at quarterback for the Aggies this year. I mean, Mike Elko, I think that Texas A&M team can definitely make some noise.
The Aggies look good now.
And who did the Aggies just fire a few long years ago in the massive buyout? Jimbo Fisher. So, look, it works. It does work.
You know who hired both Jimbo Fisher to A&M and Brian Kelly to LSU?
I know it's the same person.
Athletic director.
Yeah, I know it's the same person.
I was listening to, I think it might have been Dave Portnoy saying, I don't like to admit when this guy's right a lot. But
no, it was Pate. You must have been.
Was it Pate who said this?
Yeah.
Somebody said, you hire both of these guys. You should be the one fired first.
Yes, agreed.
There is no world in which, I think his name's Scott Woodward.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Cannot survive this process. And I've learned a little bit of Louisiana, I don't know, bureaucracy through this process. But apparently the governor of Louisiana has a lot of say in picking like the board of trustees at Louisiana. And currently they don't have a president. So the governor of Louisiana has a ginormous hand in the athletic director's fate and the next coach. So wild times in Louisiana. I don't know where they're going to get. We're hearing Lane Kiffin to Louisiana. I mean, there's all sorts of crazy rumors. I heard a rumor that what if LSU took Jimbo Fisher back because Jimbo used to be the DC way back when, and this is Scott Woodward's buddy. Imagine Jimbo comes back to the Bayou. but crazy times we live in. But yeah, Brian Kelly fired at LSU over the weekend. I mean, as he should. There's a lot of Twitter videos of him yelling at his coordinators on the headset this week. Malik Neighbors posted a video of some guy kicking rocks on his Instagram story yesterday after he was fired. LSU fans are not happy. The one thing I have noticed is when Franklin was fired, you saw countless former players, current players, whoever come out and be like, this guy's a great guy. It sucks. I feel bad for him. I wish he finished out the year. Brian Kelly gets fired, and it's like, good. That's all I heard was good. I hate
Look,
that.
I don't blame people for, having sympathy towards James Franklin, but try beating Ohio State twice. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, you got hired here to rebuild a broken program, which you did very well, and then you got extended to win a national championship, which you absolutely failed to do. Brian Kelly got poached from Notre Dame to win another national championship for LSU after Ed Orgeron left, and he failed. So I don't understand if I fail at my
Didn't
job.
even make the playoffs, by the way. And he had Jaden Daniels and Malik Neighbors.
Yes, if I fail at my job, I get fired with the most minimal severance package probably known to man. These people are getting 8-figure deals
Crazy.
to not coach at these schools. So
Crazy.
I don't know. I don't have a lot of sympathy for these guys because look, it's not great situations. Pat Kraft, on the other hand, AD of Penn State, he was not the one who extended James Franklin. That was Sandy Barber, maybe the worst AD in American history when it comes to college athletics. Pat Kraft needs to make a good hire here for Penn State for this to end up working out. And there are a lot of high-end coaches that are possible. And to be honest, Ethan, I'm going to tell you this right now. This might come back to haunt me. I really like that the LSU job opened up. So Penn State isn't the top job on the market. Let's be real.
I agree, but LSU and Florida being open before Penn State might hurt a little bit. But
I think honestly,
Arkansas sprinkled in there too.
I think it could be a good thing. I think it could be a good thing because then we're getting, look, I would love to throw the blank check at Marcus Freeman. I'd love to throw the blank check at whoever, but sometimes just throwing a blank check at somebody, I want to get somebody who actually wants to come to Penn State and is a good coach. When I say that I feel like people could be listening. Oh, he loves Matt Rule. Like this is storybook for Matt Rule to come.
No.
Matt Rule is a lateral move that I think could work, but I would rather go a different direction first.
100%. I'd rather go on a Brian Hartline, the OC at Ohio State, Matt Campbell, the head coach from Iowa State. I mean, even like this is such a stretch, but like the Tulane coach, John Summerall, like he probably wants to stand this out, but like, why not take a swing at a guy who wants to come here, obviously for the right amount of money? But if you watch on YouTube, you see the 3 largest buyouts in college football history. 2 of them happened within the last month, but there's been a lot of other firings. I think there's a record like 6 or 7 FBS openings right now at this point of the season.
Yeah.
And they're according to publicly available data and reports, Brian Kelly's $54 million buyout would bring the amount of money owed to FBS head coaches fired this season to $167 million, Davis. That is insanity. Absolute insanity.
Yeah.
Like these figures are nuts. And you don't even mention Billy Napier getting $20 million to be fired by Florida, and so on and so on. Craziness in college football. And we are now headed towards the craziest college coaching football carousel, however you want to word it, of all time. There are going to be, break out the flight trackers, break out everything. This is going to be a fun couple months. But let's not get too excited yet because LSU and Penn State have to find out who their candidates are going to be because if the coach makes the playoff, they're probably not going to go anywhere else. So figure out the next couple months in college football, but it just makes it that much more fun. But Penn State, Ohio State this weekend.
Yeah, let's move on to the look ahead. Penn State 20.5-point dogs in the shoe against Ohio, number 1 team in the country, Ohio State.
Hey, the last time they beat Ohio State on the road in Columbus, they had an interim head coach. Granted, that was over 20 years ago, but nonetheless.
Miracles happen.
Exactly.
I don't know how else to say it. I am excited to watch this game. I'm not going to –
for sure.
Take Penn State fandom out of it. I think just having, a coach that just got fired sometimes is a good thing. I know Penn State just lost to Iowa 2 weeks ago. We just had a bye week last week. But, we're putting Ethan Grunkmeyer, a redshirt freshman, in there, and now he's going to have to play the number 1 and number 2 team in the country back-to-back weeks. I'm not expecting
the best college football defense ever. So,
Yeah, I'm not expecting him to win either game. I'm not expecting him to play either game close, but that just means my expectations are down here, and they can only go this way. So I'm excited to watch and see what he can do. But we have a good SEC slate, Ethan, as we've put in 3 other games, all SEC games. We already talked about Vandy, Texas. Georgia, Florida. I think this is a very sneaky game of the week, and I think Florida is going to be a very popular pick by people. They're plus 7.5. I'm going to tell you right now, Ethan,
give me the dogs.
Georgia's winning by double digits. 100%.
Yeah,
it's not even going to be
close. The tailgate, right? What is it called? The Jacksonville tailgate or something?
Yeah. Florida is not good. And Georgia, in my opinion, if you told me odds-wise, who I think has the most value to win the national championship right now, you have Ohio State sitting at like plus 250. You've got Indiana at like 6-1. Give me Georgia 11-1. Kirby Smart's been there. This team has been there. And I think that they actually do have a good chance to not only make the college national championship, but possibly win it too.
I do not disagree. I love the dogs this weekend. Florida has shown a little bit of life, but not too much since the coach got fired. And Georgia's last loss was to Bama, and I assume, like you said, they want to be in the college football playoff mix. They have to be in the college football playoff mix because of the amount of money they're probably spending on that roster. But nonetheless, I think they will because, like you said, Kirby Smart, too great of a coach. He will have his boys ready, and I don't think the Gators will because it's a neutral field too. I think Georgia kicks the shit out of them, low-key.
Yeah. We've got Oklahoma, Tennessee, late night game, late night SEC. I don't
love Falls.
I think Oklahoma is a good team, but I'm a little worried, and I don't blame it on him. John Mateer just got surgery on his throwing hand like less than a month ago.
Just came back too quickly.
People are forgetting about that, and I think that it's a real concern. And I think he's a great quarterback. I still think he should be a first-round draft pick. But I like Tennessee in this game as well. They're playing at night, obviously, at Neyland Stadium. I don't know if you saw, but they did the whole Tron intro video today that they posted online. It looks pretty awesome. I highly recommend looking at it.
Sounds right up my alley. Yep.
This is going to be an ugly game, in my opinion. I think I could see this being 13-10. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love the Vols in this spot. Just going back to the coaching carousel stuff, I feel like it's only going to get crazier, to be honest, Davis. And I could really see Oklahoma opening up. I could see Auburn opening up. And I kind of love Tennessee minus 3.5 this weekend. I think the Vols kick the crap out of Oklahoma and be like, we should be considered for a playoff spot too. We should have beat Georgia early in the year. We have a great team. And I like Oklahoma. I liked them a couple weeks ago, but this defense isn't as good as I thought, and Mateer was rushed back. If this isn't the spot, I also kind of like Kentucky plus 10.5 against Auburn because I think Auburn's coach could be in the hot seat as well. I think we're getting another opening here soon, and I think it's going to be in the SEC.
Yeah, Auburn is bad. I mean, their offensive line is bad. Jackson Arnold is not what people made out for him to be. But honestly, Ethan, pretty underwhelming college football slate this week. Mostly, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to blame it on Penn State because this could, if everything went to T, Penn State could be a 1-2 matchup here.
This is one of the major problems with like scheduling in college football is just because you have these spots every week centered around these 2 games, these 3 games to really carry the week. And Penn State 3-4 in a down year. I mean, the Fox executives have to be crying. I'm sure that was a high-picked game. And I don't know if you know this. There's like a network draft every year who gets like
I don't know. I don't know if I explained it to you. I learned about this like 3 or 4 years ago.
They have to televise
people about it. It is insane. They have to televise it. It's literally like the NBA draft or a professional sports draft where all the networks sit down and they just start picking games one by one. It's crazy. And they actually make trades too, which is nuts. Like Fox can say like, hey, we have the 6th pick and then the 10th pick. Let's give it to CBS and we'll take the 4th pick so we can take Ohio State, Indiana. You know what I mean? Like, it's insane.
Yeah. But I heard that this game was very highly drafted, That sucks. And if I had told you at this point in the year Penn State would be 0-4 in the Big Ten, you would not have believed me. So just sucks.
Not a chance.
Yeah. So, but college football is what it is. We'll still be watching, but let's get to the NFL. Big slate this week. No Sunday morning game, thank God. There wasn't one last week either.
Love Sunday night football. It's daylight savings.
I just forget it happens. Like even if I wake up at 10 o'clock, I don't I'll turn on the kickoff show and they'll be like, "Oh, the Jaguars won." You're like, "Oh, cool."
I can't watch Randy Moss talk about football for 3 hours waiting for the
fair
Eagles
enough.
at 1 o'clock. I actually think, Ethan, this is a really good NFL slate.
Barn burner on Thursday night, Davis.
Yeah, Ravens. We've got the 2-5 Ravens at Miami, 2-6.
Actually, might be a fun game. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you know why it's gonna be fun? Because the Ravens are gonna win 41-13.
Tua's looked good the last couple weeks. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think the Ravens are gonna destroy them. To be completely honest, I think this could be the week. Everyone's been talking about college football firings. I think this could be the week that Mike McDaniel gets fired after a devastating blowout loss. I could very well see it.
It was heading that direction, and then they kicked the crap out of the Falcons so randomly. Like that had to have helped. That was so random.
Definitely agree.
I don't know. But a lot of great games this weekend. Like a sleeper game on Sunday morning or Sunday early afternoon is that Colts Steelers game, Davis. I was on my dad asked recently. He was asking me how good the Colts are. He's like, they played a bunch of good teams? And I was like, not necessarily, but they haven't really played any bad teams either. This is the first time that they're going to play a very physical defense, a very hungry defense. The Steelers got out to a really good start. I think they were 4-1, and they have kind of skidded a little bit. This is a big spot for the Steelers. We've talked about how weak the AFC North is in that division. Somehow the Ravens at 2-5 are favored to win it still, but this could be a big spot for the Steelers. I still think the Colts are good, but it just feels like they're due for a loss soon. Even if they keep surging, I just think that they need something to build upon. But I think that'll be a fun game, actually. And it's in Pittsburgh. Always going to be tough for the Colts.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is going to be a tight matchup. I don't know if the Steelers are going to win, but I will tell you right now, Steelers plus 3.5 definitely looks a little juicy just because either way, I think this could be a field goal-ish game. But that's a game, especially with no Eagles on. They're on bye this week. I think it's going to be a fun game to watch at 1 o'clock.
One of my favorite weeks every year is no birds on a Sunday.
I know. Just you have to sit back and relax.
Exactly.
Ethan, another game I want to quickly talk about. The Broncos at the Texans. Texans are kind of surging a little bit right now.
They're favored. I just saw that they were 1.5-point favorites.
And they're favored. We went through this exercise last week with the Texans being favored against the 49ers, and guess what? They kind of whooped them. But we don't really have to talk about last week. We don't need to talk about last week a lot because there was only one game decided by less than 10 points, which kind of sucked. It's kind of a tough week, but a lot of blowouts, a lot of just not close. The witching hour was not fun.
No, it was not.
I mean, we're going through a similar exercise this week where the Texans are favored in a game that probably the public shouldn't think they're favored. I was on the Texans last week, but I'll tell you right now, I like the Broncos this week. I think this Broncos team is the biggest sleeper in the AFC. Their offense is just absolutely humming.
They're so good.
Right
it's disrespectful to call them a sleeper a little bit.
Kind of agree, but they are because the Ravens.
I also agree.
Are higher than them right now, but they're 2-5. Yeah. So the Broncos defense is actually on pace right now to break the all-time team sack record. Good. Absolutely absurd. So give me the Broncos at a little plus 100 on the money line.
Yeah, because the Texans are so weird. That defense is insane. Texans defense is probably top 3 defense with the Broncos, and that maybe not 3, but that offense is terrible. I don't know what's wrong with their team. That Texans offense sucks. They would probably be up there with the Colts if they weren't so bad. But I agree with the Broncos in that spot. What else do you like this week?
I think the Sunday night game is going to be interesting. I'd be curious
starting it for the Commanders.
Agreed, but I think that I have been saying this since early in the year, and you know that I think the Seahawks are amazing. Getting Mike McDonald as their coach, he is a second-year coach. Everywhere he's been, the second year he was their DC, their defense jumped from like 20th to like top 3. The Seahawks defense has been elite this year, and the Seahawks might have the best wide receiver in football so far this year in Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Jason is so good.
I think this is where the Commanders are going to start to falter, and I can definitely see the Seahawks winning in this game. They're minus 3.5 right now, and that would be my lean.
Yeah, agreed. Because I think the Seahawks might be the most sleeper team in the NFL right now. That team is really good. It feels like, that Mike McDonald, or whatever the coach's name is, stole a lot of that Ravens magic and took it to Seattle with him because their defense is good. I mean, Darnold isn't great this year, but he's done exactly what he's needed to win games. I agree. But my last game of the week is actually the Vikings and the Lions. I love that game. The only reason why is because I think people gave up way too early on J.J. McCarthy. I mean, he started 2 games, had a great last-minute comeback in one of them. The other one didn't look so hot. I think the Vikings are a good team. I think the defense is solid. I think maybe the Vikings come out this week and surprise some people. I mean, it's not that hard. Just get the ball to JJ. Get it to Jefferson.
Yeah.
Good things will happen. But on the other hand, the Lions are really, really good. So it'll be interesting, but I think that'll be a really fun game because if the Lions win, I mean, the NFC playoffs is going to be tough. It's going to be really, really tough.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah. So
Agreed.
that's kind of where
let's go to. Oh yeah. No. Let's go to the picks of the weekend. What do you think? What do you think? A little drum roll here.
Yeah.
What do we say? Here we go. As talked about, Georgia minus 7.5 is going to be my college football play of the week. I just think this Florida team is decimated, and I don't think that they're going to have that weird spark that teams get when their coach is fired. So Georgia minus 7.5. I just trust Kirby Smart. We're going with a little parlay, money line parlay in the NFL. I'm not a huge parlay guy when giving out picks to people, but I kind of touched on all of these games. I think the Seahawks are going to beat the Commanders. I think they're going to rout the Commanders. I think the Ravens might have the biggest blowout the entire weekend against the Dolphins. And then I put the Lions in there because I just don't trust J.J. McCarthy just yet. I understand that he hasn't had a lot of time. Yes, he should be getting the ball to JJ more. That Brian Flores defense always can excel at any given moment. But this Lions team is frisky, and people were a little down on them to start the year, and they've really proved people, oddly, proved people wrong. And they're playing really good football right now. Maybe the best football in the NFL over the past few weeks. So give me a little 3-team moneyline parlay there at plus 131.
Yeah, Davis. I actually, before I get into my picks, I have a little breaking news. Just not super breaking news, but a little. The Patriots just sent their starting safety, Kyle Duggar, to the Steelers. And that's not a big deal because, Kyle Duggar's not this star player, but he's a decent player. And I actually, for my pick of the week, this transitions nicely. The Patriots minus 5.5 against the Falcons. And my reasoning is going to be because
they don't have a safety anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that there's a rookie they like. I trust Mike Vrabel, but I'm still going to rock with the Patriots pick. I think you don't know what you're going to get out of the Falcons this week. Is Cousins going to play? Is Penix going to play? Is Drake London going to play or not? And then I'm just kind of sick of the Falcons. I'm kind of sick of their shit. I think they're a really talented team, and I think their potential is the limit. I really do. I mean, Penix is a good quarterback. Bijan possibly is the best running back in the league. I don't understand how that team's not better, and they've gotten routed by the Dolphins and the Panthers this year. I just don't trust. I think the Patriots are good, but I don't know if the Patriots are great. Regardless, I think they're going to roll bad teams, and honestly, I think the Falcons are a bad team. I hate to say it, but I do.
I agree.
Yeah, I love the Patriots this weekend. Need to find a safety still, but love the Patriots. And then I also just followed you with a lay because I actually last night went a little crazy looking at some college football stuff this weekend. It's not a great slate, but I was just looking for some money line dogs and found this. Just fell in love with it. I got Cal this weekend. I love Cal this weekend. They're playing Virginia, I believe, in Virginia.
Yeah.
That'll be a good
No,
game.
at Cal, which
Is
makes
it
it
at
even
Cal?
better. Yeah.
Okay, 'cause I saw it was like initially televised, which is nice because I think Cal always gets like the Friday night or Saturday night game.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
like Saturday night is in 10 o'clock. So good for them. Cincinnati has a really tough game on the road in Utah. I believe game day is going to be there. Love Cincinnati. They're getting a lot of love, but I still love them. Sorsby, their quarterback, is great. And then Georgia Tech. I think Georgia Tech's going to kill NC State. It's a little closer. The line is a little closer than I think. They're like minus 196 money line, but I kind of love a little chaos this week at the bottom of the leaderboards here on the top 25. So like I think Virginia has had a great story, but I just don't see them going very far. And that freshman quarterback, the lefty for Cal, he's great. He's the kind of guy that's going to transfer
Yeah.
next year at a great school, and you're going to be like, who the hell is this guy? Where did he come from? Wrong. You don't watch ball. He's been the Cal's quarterback all year. So yeah, don't bet on this unless you have the funds to, because this is like a $5 and just enjoy it kind of thing. So don't go too crazy. Just a little something I like. That's all.
I kind of like it. I like the Cal side of things. Cincinnati, I think I might play with the points. They're like creeping towards +10.
Yeah,
But
that money line's
we'll,
tasty. Like I got Cincinnati like
it
plus
is.
260. So
Yeah.
it's a little
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I don't mind it though. Hey, why
Yeah,
not? I'll
yeah.
take
I
some
just don't
fun.
trust Utah. Devin Dampier's not that good. That's all I gotta say.
No.
That's all I
Ethan,
gotta say.
great podcast. Sports Equinox. What a
Dude.
year. What a time.
We could have talked about sports forever. Could have. But dude, yeah, great
Always could.
episode. We are the most inconsistent podcast, but we will be back. We have more content coming. There's a lot to cover. There's so much to cover. Make sure you're tuned in on our Instagrams, all that stuff. The link trees below. Make sure you follow that. Hit that up for all of our links. But we appreciate you. Like, subscribe, share it, all that good stuff. Peace.